This is the Omaha News, presented by the School of Communication at the University of Nebraska at Omaha, from the studios of UNO Television.
Texting while driving has become an increasingly large problem all over the country. Nebraska is trying to pass a bill to ban texting while driving. We will tell you more today on the Omaha News. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bettia Williamson.
And I'm Dan Wolf. Today we'll have Kara Essman with the Omaha Healthy Kids Alliance to talk to us about Omaha's lead ordinance. All of that and more coming up this half hour.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha extended the contract of first-year hockey coach Dean Blais today. At an afternoon news conference, Athletic Director Trev Alberts praised Blais and the hockey coach staff for an outstanding season. UNO finished its last year in the Central Collegiate Hockey Association with a 20-16-6 record overall. And Alberts extended Blais's contract by 2 years. The new contract will run through 2015. Alberts said the extension will give Blais a 5-year recruiting window. At the same news conference, UNO Chancellor John Christensen and Alberts has agreed in principle to contract extension through 2015 season. Christensen says Alberts has done an outstanding job in his 11th month on the job.
Omaha Mayor Jim Suttle made sure there's one less pothole in Omaha today. The mayor himself filled in a pothole at 33rd and Lake during a news conference this afternoon. More than 200,000 potholes still need to be filled, and Suttle says the cost of repairing them is hitting the city budget hard.
The more we do today, the less we're going to have at our fingertips and in our bank accounts as we go into the summer and fall. And we're going to have some serious discussions about all of that.
Currently, Omaha is facing a demand that has 15 city crews and 9 private crews working 10-hour days. The city is seeking federal disaster-related funding to help cover the cost. City street maintenance engineer Scott McIntyre says he hopes to have most of the potholes filled by May.
A new bill is slowly making its way through the unicameral. The bill, LB 945, would ban texting while driving in the state of Nebraska. As Katie Murphy reports, the bill is a point of controversy for many in the state.
It is common sense that people should not drive while distracted. Texting is one major way people are being distracted that has become a source of a new bill being put forth by Senator John Harms.
It's an opportunity for us to correct an issue, and I think if we don't do that, I think we'll have a lot more deaths and a lot more injuries in Nebraska.
Bill 945 would make texting while driving a traffic violation. 3 points would be removed from your license for each offense. The fine for the first offense would be $200. The second offense, $300. And every offense after that would be $500.
Text messaging, according to law enforcement, is more serious than driving under the influence.
But the bill just barely passed the first round of voting in the unicameral. Senator Brenda Council voted against Harms' bill.
The issue is, how do we address distracted drivers? And I'm just not convinced that the ban on texting would get us there.
If there is one point both sides can agree on, is that texting while driving does pose a great hazard to Nebraskans.
I think that anything that distracts drivers is dangerous.
Nebraskans have their own opinions on the subject. Kevin Laurenti, who agreed to try and text while driving in an empty parking lot, agrees with the proposed ban.
I think it's a great idea, actually. I don't text while I drive, and I consider myself to be safer because of it.
I talk on the phone while I drive all the time. So how are they going to be like, oh, I'm just dialing, and prove that?
It is a good idea because, everyone does it. I text a lot when I drive.
Either way, the lesson learned here is that texting while driving should not be done. For the Omaha News, I'm Katie Murphy.
The bill is currently making its way through the Nebraska legislature. Governor Heineman has not hinted as to whether or not he will veto the bill if it passes.
The Nebraska Unicam is setting aside $10 million a year for school districts to reward teachers based on their performance in the classrooms. The money will come from wind and solar energy leases on properties owned by the State Board of Education, land, and funds. LB 1014 is meant to push teachers to put more effort into what they teach. The money will come as an addition to the teacher salaries. The bill could end the drain caused by teachers leaving the state for better paying jobs. If the bill passes, funds will not be distributed until 2016.
More than 9 million people donate blood to the American Red Cross each year. As Chuck Hill reports, a huge number of those donors are still in school.
The American Red Cross Association takes blood donations from all people who meet the health and age requirements. What young people don't know is the impact they make at the Red Cross.
High school and college students are a huge demographic for the Red Cross. They make up about 20% of all the blood collected in the United States.
Unfortunately, of those 20% of young adults who donate, the American Red Cross sees a 57% decrease in blood donation during the summer.
We tend to lose that life-saving connection. We aren't as convenient. There are activities, things going on outside, all those things that can interfere with a person coming in to donate.
I don't think the summertime has anything to do with me giving blood. I think it just has to do with me being really busy.
But that doesn't stop the Red Cross from trying to regain those lost donations.
We try to encourage them to come in. We do some special activities during the summer, special themed blood drives.
Young people like myself make up a fifth of the total blood donors here at the American Red Cross. So it's important for us to realize the role we play when giving blood.
College students in the Omaha metro area have mixed feelings about donating blood. Some people see it as an opportune moment to save lives.
I did it back in high school, so I figured that it's nothing necessarily that I need all the time, so I figured I'd help out a little bit.
I give blood as many times as I can. Last time I was supposed to give blood, there was the whole snowstorm, so hopefully I'll be giving blood soon.
Others shudder at the idea of needles and blood loss.
If they would consent to knocking me out before they took my blood, I would probably do it. But watching the blood drain out of your arm is kind of disgusting.
It's important for young adults to know the value of their donations, and it's evident through these words of encouragement.
Young people can find that this is an easy way to make a huge difference. It doesn't cost you anything except about an hour of your time and a pint of your blood, but you can make a huge difference in the life of somebody else.
For the Omaha News, I'm Chuck Hill.
If you want more information on the American Red Cross or about donating blood, visit redcross.org.
National Pillow Fight Day is coming up this weekend. We'll be telling you when and where Omaha is celebrating with organized pillow fights.
We'll also be talking about drastic weather change. After a cold, wet winter, this week has had unusually warm weather. You're watching the Omaha News on the Knowledge Network.
UNO Television.
Students work with professionals who have all kinds of experience in the industry.
Lights, camera, action. Literally.
Get paid while you learn more about the TV business.
Work on all kinds of productions.
My friends who worked on TV crew last semester are now working part-time at local stations.
Working on TV crew is a great experience.
UNO Television. Student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
Breathtaking. Electrifying. Inspiring. Award-winning documentaries produced by UNO Television offer you a window on the history of Omaha and the world. Beginning with the acclaimed 2-hour documentary on the history of Omaha, If These Walls Could Speak, UNO Television has developed a reputation for producing high-quality programs that explore, educate, and enlighten. These outstanding productions can be part of your home video collection. For information about purchasing VHS or DVD copies, call 554-2516 or visit our website at unotv.unomaha.edu.
Most local television news only gives you brief headlines about issues that may be important to you. But for more than 10 years, only one program has remained dedicated to examining all the information about issues that really matter to Nebraskans. I'm Kathy Wyatt, and it's my privilege to present those issues for your consideration. Join me on the campus of UNO in a program we call Consider This, every week on the Knowledge Network.
This week has been the first of the year where we can all comfortably break out the shorts, open up the windows, and finally enjoy some outdoor activities. Evan Richmond and Elliot Hansen are members of UNO's Frisbee team, but it's pretty hard to practice when temperatures are below freezing, and that's why for them, today is a godsend.
We were actually real excited to come out and play and to have the first good day to where we can come and throw. It was really good.
We typically see at least a couple days like today come a week or two earlier in March. So for outdoor lovers like Gretchen McGill and her family, it's definitely time to get rid of that cabin fever.
We've been housebound for several months now, and this is one of the first days that I felt like we could come out without bundling up and, just get our shoes on and go outside.
Jason Hentz and his Labrador Max are taking advantage of the gorgeous weather as well by getting some exercise and even some much-needed color.
The legs are a little pasty white. But the trees are blooming and good smell in the air, and it just feels good to leave the clothes at home and throw on some shorts and take a spin around the park.
Journalism students Kristen Beal and Jessica Smith used the opportunity to have a long-awaited outdoor picnic.
It's a pretty great day out today. You can tell that spring is finally here, so we decided to take advantage of the nice weather and just chill at the park.
By August of every single year, we all take perfect weather like this for granted, which is why we need long winters, so that when blue skies and mid-70s come around, joggers, parents and children, adults and man's best friend can all appreciate weeks like this for what they are. Absolutely perfect. Now, as we all well know, spring weather in Nebraska isn't always nice, and thunderstorms are expected by the end of the week.
April 3rd is International Pillow Fight Day. The closest city to Omaha to celebrate the holiday is Kansas City, Missouri. They will host a festival downtown, but Nebraska won't be celebrating until later this summer. Omaha will host the second Great Omaha Pillow Fight on June 20th at Memorial Park. There are 3 simple rules to the pillow fight. Do not use pillows with any hard or sharp objects. Be a good sport and have fun.
One of the most sought-out parts of going to college is living in the dorms, but some students are not finding on-campus living to be worth the expense. As Capri Walton reports, off-campus living could be a better alternative for college students.
College and dorms have always gone hand in hand, but at UNO, 89% of students live off-campus with roommates. UNO's dorms have been going through much improvement and development, but why are some students still not calling it home? UNO students Leighton Rexilius and Chris Rees, who rent a home with 3 others in Dundee, give their reasons for living off campus.
Most dorms you have to share so many more things, such as the actual space, whereas in a house, if I'm mad at somebody, I can just go upstairs or go downstairs, go to my own room. Can't do that in a dorm.
This place is it's actually cheaper than 4 people living in the dorms, and we have 5 people living here, and it's like $260 a month for rent, and that's, I don't know, $150 cheaper than the dorms. Also, like living here, the parking is not an issue as were the dorms. You come home late at night and you either have a spot or you wouldn't, and you have to park really far away. Well, I've got a driveway right there.
A real estate organization known as Delta Rep are helping students find off-campus housing. Delta Rep property manager Cole Stunkard gives us insight on what services the real estate company provides.
We provide lots of different services for our houses. We supply all of our houses with the basic cleaning supplies for the bathrooms and the kitchen. We also service a cleaning crew that comes through once a week to kind of clean all the common areas of the house. We also take care of all of the snow removal and lawn care. We're furnishing all of the living rooms with like a nice couch or 2, nice flat screen TVs. And you don't have the rules that campus security has on you or an RA, and you still have a professional management company that's managing the property, managing the roommates, and everything like that.
For the Omaha News, I'm Capri Walton.
For more information on Delta Rep's available properties and leasings, go to www.deltarep.com.
Pit bull attacks have been highly publicized. We will be taking a look at a few owners of pit bulls and talk to them about how lovable they can really be.
And up next we'll be talking to Kara Essman, the Executive Director of Omaha Healthy Kids Alliance, about the new lead ordinance and what it means to owners and of older homes in Omaha. This and more coming up on the Omaha News.
The University of Nebraska at Omaha is where you'll find unlimited possibilities. At UNO, our 15,000 students are learning what they need to know to join the workforce of tomorrow. With 200 programs, students participate in innovative academics and are engaged in dynamic campus and community life. The University of Nebraska at Omaha. Step up to the metropolitan advantage at bmav.com.
Maverick Sports has found a classy new home for football, hockey, and basketball coverage. Classical 90.7 KVNO. For schedule information, go to kvno.org. KVNO, the voice of Omaha's team, the UNO Mavericks.
Feed your brain with original programs from the Knowledge Network. TKN combines the resources of educational and television experts from UNO Television, Omaha Public Schools, Westside Community Schools, Metropolitan Community College, and Creighton University. TKN members produce a variety of programming with collaboration from students working in front of and behind the camera. The Knowledge Network. Feed your brain by watching Cox 17 and 18.
You're watching the Omaha News.
Nearly 1 million children in the U.S. have lead levels in their blood that are dangerous to their health. Omaha's been taking steps to prevent any more children from being exposed to lead. Today we have Kara Eastman with us to talk about Omaha's lead prevention plan. Thanks for joining us, Kara.
Thank you for having me.
And first, you're the Executive Director of the Omaha Healthy Kids Alliance, doing a lot of work to make Omaha aware of our lead problem. What has your organization been doing to get the word out about that?
Well, we started about 4 years ago, and we work with a number of community agencies to provide education and outreach. We also work with housing agencies in Omaha, including the City of Omaha, to help get funds to remediate lead hazards in homes and basically just build awareness as much as possible to coordinate efforts. There are a number of different agencies in Omaha that are doing work on lead, including the EPA, and so we're trying to just help coordinate all of that and make the services accessible to everybody.
Okay, and you mentioned the EPA there. Just tell us about the new EPA regulations.
Well, starting April 22nd this year, there's a new federal law that we call the RRP law, which is renovation, repair, and painting, which states that anybody that gets paid to work on a pre-1978 structure, including a house, a daycare center, or a school, will have to be certified. This means that they have to take a training, that's an 8-hour training course, and also be certified by the EPA, so they have to submit an application to the EPA and pay $300 to become certified. Okay, and where in Omaha specifically is the problem? Well, we have 84,000 homes built before 1978, and we know that a lot of these homes have deteriorating chipping and peeling paint. 1978 was the year that lead-based paint was banned, and so we are especially cognizant of the fact that these homes are mostly located in eastern Omaha, and this is where also the majority of lead poisonings occur. Okay, and what services are available for people to use in Omaha when dealing with this? Well, there are a number of services. The City of Omaha has a lead hazard control program. NeighborWorks Omaha also has a program where they'll help replace your windows and stabilize interior paint if you live in zip code 68111. We have a new program called Get the Lead Out that is available to everybody that will provide discounts on services, discounts on labor, sometimes free paint to help fix problems. And then the Douglas County Health Department also has some services. They'll do some courtesy inspections of your house. And they also have programs to case manage children who do have elevated blood levels. I mean, there are clinics that you can go to get your kids tested. And you can also call our information hotline, which is 1-877-LED-411. And that will hook you up to all of those services.
Okay, and just quickly, you mentioned what the efforts were that are being made to clean it up. What are just some of the specific efforts that you're doing?
Well, I mean, the EPA in Omaha is here because we are the largest residential Superfund site in the country for lead. So they are here replacing yards for yards that qualify. So we do encourage people to have their yards tested. They also work with the City of Omaha and some other groups to stabilize paint on the outside of homes.
Okay.
And then the two programs I mentioned through the city and through NeighborWorks have the programs to mitigate lead on the interior. And then, like I said, our programs, especially, we have AmeriCorps and ClearCorps members who will help go in and provide education and fix the problem.
All right. Well, Cara, thank you very much for joining us.
Thanks.
Patias?
For more information, you can go to Healthy Kids Alliance website. After being suspected of stealing wallets from several Omaha schools and the Florence nursing home, police think the wandering man is back. More on this after the break.
Also, we'll be taking a look at the Omaha Beef and what they're doing to improve in their season. You're watching the Omaha News on the Knowledge Network.
Hi, I'm Meshach Taylor, actor and public television supporter, encouraging you to become a fan of UNO Television. Located on the University of Nebraska at Omaha campus, UNO Television is a unit of the College of Communication, Fine Arts, and Media. Student crew members are trained and placed in broadcasting positions that give them real-world experience. Many students move seamlessly into jobs within the local television market. UNO Television, student crew, professional staff, award-winning results.
If you're an Omaha kid feeling tired and slow, here's the numbers you ought to know. Eat 5 fruits and veggies every day. Drink 4 glasses of water, okay? Eat 3 foods from the dairy scene. And just 2 hours in front of the screen. Now take 1 hour to move around. And that's the Healthy Kids Countdown.
For games, ideas, and other fun stuff about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Visit livewellomahkids.org. But don't stay long.
Only one program has remained dedicated to examining all the information on issues that really matter to Nebraskans. Watch Consider This, a program produced by UNO Television to give you more information than your typical newscast.
Inspired with your classical companion, Classical 90.7 KVNO.
You're watching the Omaha News.
After the Omaha Beefs lost to Wichita on Monday, the Beef will play their next few games on the road. Nick Bohan finds out just how prepared the Beef are to play an away game.
The Omaha Beef are 3 games into this year's season and have had some rough games. After Monday night's loss to Wichita, coaches are running through defensive scenarios while the offense is reviewing film. Head coach Pat Pimmel says the biggest thing to improve in this year's team is unity and discipline.
I think we got to work on the players got to trust each other. You know, they're 2 groups and they're trying to merge as one. They got to trust each other. I think we got to practice a little harder, be more disciplined, take fewer penalties. We'll just keep shooting ourselves with penalties.
Offensive lineman James Pointer feels that being on the road will help bring the players closer.
Road games actually is what does build a lot of team unity. You spend so many hours with different guys on your team, so obviously this is our making or breaking point this next month for the rest of our season. So we have no choice right now but to become a team and to be a great road team right now.
With a whole month of away games, Pointer says the team needs to stay focused.
We'll take it one team, one game at a time. Lacrosse is our next opponent. They've been struggling right now, but that doesn't matter because any team can beat any other team on any given day. So we just got to focus on them, take care of business, make this our first road game, get back to an even record, and continue on with our wins.
The Beef play their first away game against La Crosse Spartans on April 3rd, Wichita Wild April 10th, Green Bay Blizzard April 24th, and then back home to face Bloomington Extreme on May 1st. For most college football teams, spring training has just begun, but for the Omaha Beef, the season is just a few games in. For the Omaha News, I'm Nick Bohan.
To check out the Beef schedule or to purchase tickets, log on to beeffootball.com or call 346-BEEF.
Police suspect that the wandering man is back after surveillance videos captured images of a man wandering through the Florence nursing home and several Omaha schools last fall. There was a possible sighting last week inside Creighton Prep High School. The man is suspected of stealing wallets.
Last Sunday, a pit bull attacked a 10-year-old boy, causing some pit bull owners to speak out about properly training this popular breed of dog. Julia Bertino has more.
Meet Bella, a pit bull mix that was a formerly abused rescue dog and was placed into a good home. Her owner explained that although Bella had problems, she is now in a good home where she can receive the love and structure a pit bull needs.
I think it's all about responsible ownership, responsible training of the dog. Just like with any animal, you can train him to be mean or you can train him to be loving, and you just have to train it to be loving.
Pit bull attacks are highly publicized, and some feel the reputation of pit bulls has been tainted by bad owners.
She had her moments where like new people would come around and she'd stand her guard and be a little wary of them, but she never bit anybody. Like we never had problems with her like getting violent. So
the most important things to keep in mind about pit bulls is that they are strong but loyal dogs that need good homes with structure, training, and love.
So sweet, and their temperament is so cool. Like, they are one of the coolest breeds of dogs I've ever owned, ever. They just have a really cool personality.
Responsibility is the key to owning any dog, and especially pit bulls. For more information about training classes, you can go to the Nebraska Humane Society's website. For the Omaha News, I'm Julia Bertino.
Different training classes offered by the Humane Society can be found on their website at nebraskahumanesociety.org.
Next week on the Omaha News, we will be taking a look at a community health center and the new clinic for low-income pregnant women in Nebraska.
Also, stay up to date with us and catch up on any story you may have missed at our website, theomahanews.com. From all of us here at the Omaha News, have a good evening.
UNO represents the commitment that the community makes toward a quality education.
Why would you not want to come to an institution that's as vibrant and alive as this institution is?